Hi everyone, Sabrina here from Scrappy Tales Crafts, and today I'll be showing you my second design team project for the Trinity Stamps design team. For card 1, I'm going to color in this image, and this image is included in the Love You Bunches stamp set. It includes this beautiful floral that's really fun to color. So I'm going to color this in with my Copics, and I do have the caps shown on screen, and whenever I work with my Copics, I always start with my darkest. You can see I'm mapping out my shadows onto these leaves, and I'm mostly concentrating the shadows where the leaves, or I guess where the flowers overlap the leaves and in the center of the leaves. And then I go over the darkest area with my midtone. And then I just leave a little bit of white on the tips of the leaves for my highlight color, and I just go over the entire image with that lightest color. So I'm just going to go ahead and color in the rest of the image the exact same way. I did choose some darker green colors for the rest of the leaves, and for the florals I chose coral, orange, and yellow. And in total, this image took about 20 minutes to color in. So it takes up about a third of the video, so for the rest of the coloring I will just add some music in. Please let me know if you guys would prefer music or if you want me to talk through it. I've done a lot of Copic coloring on my channel, and it seems like I'm always saying the same thing, but I know I get new people watching my videos all the time, so just let me know what you would prefer. But in the meantime, I will see you behind the music. Alright, so I went ahead and die cut my floral image, and now I'm going to take this Bold Love die, which I die cut from some gold cardstock, and I'm going to use the outline that cuts from the die. I just cut out the word love, and I'm going to add that to the bottom of my card base. And if you watched my previous Trinity video for the blog hop that's happening right now, you would know that I had a bunch of letters left over from those two cards. So these are all leftover scraps that I'm using here. I'm attaching them with my art glitter glue. I started with my E and my L so that I can center my O and my V. And I didn't fully press down on the V yet since I wanted to make sure the O would fit. And then off camera, I added some foam tape to my letters. And again, these were from my previous video where I made the shaker card. And then for the O, I'm going to add the other outline to the center of that. And I like that the outlines are glued directly onto the card base and the letters are popped up. It gives some interesting dimension. And this particular coral color really matched well with my center flower. So I like how that looks. I'm just placing my flower arrangement on top, and then I'll flip that around and add some foam tape. And then at the bottom where it overlaps the letters, I'm just going to add some art glitter glue and attach that to the center of my card base. And it really looks pretty now, but I guess I don't know when to stop. So I took these Trinity pearls and I'm going to add them to the letters, and I'm going to scatter a few of them around the flower arrangement as well. So I'm just taking my art glitter glue and I'm adding a few dots to the letters, and I'm taking the two smallest sized pearls and I'm just adding them to the center of the letters. I think that the pearls added some more elegance to the card. It didn't add a whole lot of extra time. I am using a pin needle to pick up these pearls, and I just added a little bit of glue to the end of it so that way it would pick it up better. But you can use a wax pencil. I use that sometimes. And I think even a crayon would work since it's wax. I mean, that makes sense, right? Or a katana. A lot of people have that tool, or a jewel picker. But I couldn't find any of those things, so I just used my needle that I use for my glue. So I'm just going to show you how I did the L and the O, and then off camera I did the V and the E. So here, that's how that looks. And then I'm going to scatter a few of the larger pearls around my flower arrangement. And that will pretty much complete card number 1. So as you can see, I'm still having a lot of fun with my product close-up die set, which is the Bold Love die set. And I thought that it would be really cool to pair it with this beautiful floral from the Love You Bunches stamp set. So I'm going to do the same thing for card 2. I'm going to take the Love You Bunches flower, large flower, and then I'll ink it up with my memento, and I'm just going to stamp it randomly onto this slimline panel, which is also by Trinity. And I tried my best not to overlap the flowers, and I was pretty successful at that. And now I'm adding some acetate behind this window panel, which comes in the same slimline die set by Trinity. And I'm going to place this window panel over that stamped panel. And then I'm going to stamp out my sentiment. I chose Love You Bunches, and that comes with the flower stamp set. And it also comes with the coordinating die, which is really nice. So off camera, I colored in these flowers the exact same way. I used the same Copic markers that I did for my first card. I just figured you didn't want to see that twice. And then I'll flip that around, add some ATG tape, and adhere it onto a larger slimline panel. And all of the panels do have stitching on them. So this is actually my first slimline card I've ever made, and I'm really excited to make more. I love these dies and the stitching around them. I'm going to add foam tape behind this window, and you could make this into a shaker, but I really wanted the coloring to be the focus of the card, so I didn't add any shaker bits. I just popped up the window panel. And then I'm going to work on my sentiment. I'm going to take the Bold Love die again, And again, I cut it from some black and gold cardstock, and I'm going to offset them. You could just cut the outline in black and do what I did on my last card, but this time I wanted just the block letters by themselves, so that's why I'm just going to offset them. I am layering the gold on top of the black with my art glitter glue. And then I'm going to space these letters apart onto this panel. And I like how that looks. And then I'm going to add the Love You bunches right on top of those letters. So I'll just attach everything with my art glitter glue. And that will pretty much complete the card panel. I'm just going to further embellish this with a few heart droplets. These are also by Trinity, and I will have everything linked down below. I'm just attaching those with my art glitter glue. Since the panel underneath them is white, I didn't care if the glue was white, but I am adhering one directly onto the acetate, so I'm going to glue that one with my 3-in-1 glue, which is a clear glue. And that way you won't see any white underneath that heart. And I love these droplets. I think they're my favorite embellishment from the Trinity shop right now. So I've been adding them to almost all my projects for Valentine's Day. And that will pretty much complete my card. I'm just going to add ATG tape behind this panel and adhere it onto my card base, which I created using some 110-pound white Nina cardstock from my stash. And at the Trinity shop, you can pick up these envelopes, which are perfect for mailing these slimline cards. And they come in a rainbow assortment in one pack, so I really like those. Here's a close-up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will try to respond to you as quick as I can. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and also check out the Trinity shop. I'm loving their new release. And if you haven't yet participated in the blog hop, that's running till I believe February 7th. And all you have to do is leave a comment on the videos and the blogs that are a part of the Trinity design team. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.